Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
The Niger Delta Development Commission (Nddc) has reiterated its commitment to employment generation for women and youths by harnessing the region's vast potentials for commercial agriculture. Acting Managing Director of the Nddc, Engineer AKUGHA, made the pledge while hosting the officials of the International Fund for Agricultural Development (IFAD) and the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development at the corporate headquarters of the Commission recently in Port Harcourt.
In February 2021, the International Fund for Agricultural Development (IFAD), in partnership with the Nddc and Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, launched the Livelihood Improvement Family Enterprises Project to address food insecurity, unemployment and poverty in the Niger Delta. Recently, officials of IFAD and the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development were at the corporate headquarters of the Commission in Port Harcourt to give progress reports on the program, which was designed to create self-employment for over 25,000 young persons across 9 states comprising the Niger Delta region. The program, which is valued at over $130 million, is being implemented through counterpart funding by IFAD, the Nddc, federal and subnational governments to engage women and youth in productive activities relating to commercial agriculture. While addressing his guests, Engineer AKUGHA noted that the Nddc had been unable to remit its counterpart fund due to shortfalls in its annual budgetary allocations. Engineer AKUGHA, while promising that the Nddc would make its counterpart fund available as soon as its finances improves, called for an expansion and review of the agricultural training program to make it more impactful on the Niger Delta economy.
There should be some follow-up to ensure that those beneficiaries make returns to the economy, and then the economy will see signs of improvement as a result of that intervention.
So far, 6,000 young persons have been trained across 6 states of the Niger Delta in poultry, rice and cassava cultivation. Country Director of IFAD, Mrs. Dede Ekoe, said some 2,000 beneficiaries of the Livelihood Improvement Family Enterprises Project in the Niger Delta were already self-employed.
At this moment, we have 2,000 young people, young women and young men who have leveraged the training, the coaching, the supply of inputs, the supply of equipment to create their own business. The young people who are becoming entrepreneurs are becoming themselves coach of the older young people. So it is a virtuous cycle.
In a related development, the Nddc Staff Cooperative Investment and Credit Society Limited, under its investment portfolio, has built an integrated fish farm at Koroma community in Tai local government area of Rivers State. According to President of the Nddc Staff Cooperative Society, Emerana Onorode Paul, the ultra-modern fish farm was built to train its members as well as women and youths across various communities in the Niger Delta in agribusiness.
We as staff of the cooperative, we had to key into that mission and the vision of the Nddc. So in each of the projects or program we embark upon, while we are making profit to members of the cooperative, we are also creating jobs and taking out youth from the street.
During the commissioning of the fish farm recently, Chairman of Tai local government area in Rivers State, Mbakmone Okpe, lauded the projects for providing new vistas of hope for unemployed youths in rural communities.
I use this opportunity to commend members of the cooperative and Nddc that have graciously partnered with them in this circumstance and to encourage them to do more.
In its July 2022 report, the National Bureau of Statistics put unemployment rate in Nigeria at 33.1% and ranked oil-producing states in the Niger Delta, notably Imo and Akwa Ibom states, among states with the highest misery index in the country. This is because the oil sector employs less than 5% of the population in Nigeria's oil belts. The huge investments being made in the agricultural sector by the Nddc is expected to reduce rising unemployment rates and address the challenges of poverty and restiveness in the Niger Delta.
Niger Delta Development Commission, Nddc, determined to make a difference.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, before we wrap up the program today, let's tell you that the